Day 39, and today I really didn't feel like doing a video because I was in such a relaxed state all day, but and I even allowed myself not to do it, and then as soon as I allowed myself not to do it, I was like, yeah, might as well do it. Just so much processing, just so much processing, and what I'm dealing with today as I process some of what happened this week for me, and kind of some painful realizations and some feelings of rejection, and what I try not to allow is to start putting people down. Like what I noticed a few years ago when I started training myself for, studying relationships, I started seeing that whenever people break up, or if somebody hurts them, or somebody breaks up with them, not even necessarily if it's like if anything else was bad, but just as they break up, there's this tendency to start disqualifying the person with whom they were relating, to put them down somehow to make ourselves feel better, because now that we're not in a relationship anymore, well, they must be a bad person or something like that. And so what I'm doing today is I am trying very hard not to honor my feelings of being rejected and even anger and whatever comes up, and at the same time not throwing it on people who I feel hurt through, because it's not even that I'm hurt by them. That's the whole point that I'm trying to teach people in my coaching. It's when somebody does something or says something that upsets us, it's not because they necessarily want to hurt us. It's mostly they just need to discharge that painful energy from themselves. So, since I'm on the receiving end, I am just, I'm in pain, I'm in hurt, and yet I also am retraining my conditioned reactions that even if people said something mean about me, I'm not going to put them down. Like, they have the right to their expression, they have the right to their feelings. Instead of putting them down, I can put my boundaries, I can not see them again, I can stop the relationship. But I really try not to start like putting people down, because it's them putting me down that hurt me to begin with. So for me to then, throw the ball in their court, or it's like, it feels like just perpetuation of trauma. So what I am trying to do now is really be there for my feelings, like allow the anger, not repress it, allow the anger, me feeling my feeling, but not throwing it on the other person, not putting the other person down, not throwing my anger on them, vomiting it on them, no, because I didn't like when they did that to me. So I'm trying to treat people the way I want to be treated. So and at the same time, when the anger comes up, or all these unpleasant emotions, of course, the way we're used to is discharging that energy on other people. We feel better, right, when we discharge our energy on other people by putting them down, or screaming or yelling or something else. What I'm learning to do, and that's what we call regulating the nervous system and processing, your feelings, is that I can sit with my anger. I can give it the stage. I can listen to it. And then, through somatic exercising, sound, movement, touch, I process these feelings for myself, so that I'm not stuck in that cycle of perpetuation of violence. or abuse, verbal abuse, for example. So yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with these days. And it actually feels good not to have to discharge it on other people. It used to feel good to discharge it on other people because I didn't know any other way. And I think this is how most of us operate. That's why we have wars and everything like that, right? We just need to, like, we feel that somebody is responsible for our feelings of inadequacy. So we throw it all on them, and we bomb them, and we kill them, and we hurt them. Whereas the new way is when we start understanding these processes, the mind body, their reactions, what they mean, where they come from, how we can neutralize them, but not suppressing, repressing. That's what we've been doing before, but to actually process them, to sit, have them be felt and heard, and give them space to be, to come on stage and to be expressed. But it's me and me. It's my own internal process. My sadness is mine. My pain is mine. And the fact that it was, it came to my awareness because somebody else has, because somebody acted as a catalyst for me, well, that's not really their fault, Anyway, as long as it's not physical. And yes, words could be very hurtful, and I'm, going to think about how to deal with this going forward. But at least, I'm trying to disrupt the very unhealthy pattern that I've inherited, that we've all inherited from the old paradigm, and learning to process my feelings, learning to regulate my nervous system, so I don't need to perpetuate the sick ways of relating and the painful ways of relating, and the objectification that we have inherited of other people, that they must be what we need them to be, and not allowing them to be who they actually are. All right, everyone, see you tomorrow.